you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
You get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
You want some? I knew you'd go. Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
It's the Al Travis Show. Love having this next cat on. He is Matt on baseball. We haven't had him for a while. Matt, how you doing?
Hey, Alex, great to be back. How are you?
Good. I'm glad to have you here. We really have to bust down this entire Major League Baseball playoff season because I actually like it. The teams are not stacked with the big dogs, but there are enough of them in there to make it interesting. A lot of little guys getting into this fray and making it interesting. Let's just bust it down as we go. American League, Tigers and the Guardians, they go at it, and the Tigers limped into the playoffs at best, right? I mean, they had a 15-game lead or some crazy thing. Yeah. Went 8-25 their last 33. I mean, it was just a horrible thing. I would not have put money on them beating the Guardians, who made the big run back. Mm-hmm. Were you thinking they could win this thing? I mean, they were all but out getting in.
Early on in the beginning of the season, you said they built this huge lead, and then they just sort of went stale for a while. So, yes, surprising, but they've always had a good team, and they probably have the best weapon in baseball, which we could talk about.
Yes.
The best pitcher on the planet.
By far.
A good weapon to have going into the playoffs.
Sure. So the Tigers end up winning that over the number 3rd ranked Guardians 2-1. Yeah. They move over to the Mariners, and quite frankly, I don't know if I think the Mariners are the best buy team out there. I don't think that, but that's just me. I kind of hate the Mariners. But anyway, that being said, so they go up here against the Tigers now, who are going well, and this ends up being a very good series. It's 2-2. I mean, who doesn't want a game 5 in this? What do you think about the Mariners? Did the week off hurt them a little bit? Are they a little rusty or what?
No, I think between those two teams, the Mariners are the better rounded team, I think. Great pitching. That's been the rap on the Mariners for years. Really great rotation, but no offense. That changed right at the deadline. They picked up a couple of huge players who are producing for them. They've got, a strong closer. I mean, and they're going back to Seattle for game 5, which has always been a pitcher's ballpark. But Detroit is going with Tarik Skubal in that game. So that's going to be a tough one.
Where's you at? I'm going to tell you the money's on. It's Detroit negative 130. So that means if you want to win $100, you have to bet 130 to win it. They're the favorite in this game, even though it's in Seattle because of that pitcher. I get it. Is that the way you're falling? You think it's Detroit?
I think it's gonna be a very low scoring game. The Mariners already beat, they beat the Tigers in the earlier game that Skubal started, so they could do it again. We'll see. I mean, the Mariners are going with their own. They're starting with George Kirby, who is one of their top pitchers, with Luis Castillo, who is another top pitcher who's going to come in relief, apparently. So I think it's going to be a 2-1 ball game. It's going to be very low scoring.
It's going to be worth watching tonight. Friday night, 7 o'clock. This wouldn't be worth watching if you like baseball at all.
Absolutely.
Go to the other side. I think we've already played the series that was the series. I think when people came in Boston and the Yankees, right, this would be, it's too bad that isn't the division, the league championship series because, it's those two teams. But in reality, the Boston Red Sox didn't really give anything to the Yankees.
No. And that's a huge rivalry, right? I've got friends who are fans of both, and so they were revved up. But I just don't think the Red Sox this year could hold a candle to the Yankees. They did fairly well in the series, but the Yankees I thought were a better team overall. Yeah.
So then you take a look at the Blue Jays, who were the number 1 seed, very great, good team, played well all year long, very consistent. And it's the Yankees versus the Blue Jays, and I'm sure you have the exact same thoughts I do or did. I can't root for the Yankees. Damn Yankees isn't just a play. It's a motto in my life. But then the other side is the Toronto Blue Jays. They're not Americans, and I can't root for that in America's game. So I was in a quandary, I'm going to be honest. But in reality, my hatred for New York was bigger than my hatred for Canadians in the baseball league. So I did actually want the Blue Jays to win, and they did. Your thoughts on that series?
Yeah. Can I make a broader point first?
You want to go with the Canadian thing I brought up? Go ahead. No.
I'll leave that right there for now. What I will say is, there's an opportunity for two small market teams to meet in the World Series, which would be fantastic for baseball. So what you said about the Yankees, they can just buy whoever they want. They've got all the money in the world. The same with the Dodgers on the National League side. I would love to see two small market teams make it. So back to the series. Toronto is playing really, really well. They've got, the resurgence of this guy, George Springer, who was really good early in his career, is having a career year at 35, 36. Vladimir Guerrero is, taking advantage of his star turn. He's living up to the hype. My only concern about them is reliability of starting pitching. They've got some guys like Chris Bassett and Kevin Gossman who can show up and pitch 7 innings of 1-run ball, but they're inconsistent. So that's something to keep an eye on there.
All right. So, but you got the Blue Jays, and you were thinking the Tigers. You love it, but that is probably the worst thing for Major League Baseball, right? They need big. If we go, say, the other side and pick all the small town teams, Major League Baseball itself is going to say, we paid how much? ESPN must be the one paid for this. How much did we pay for this?
Right. Well, that's the thing with, let's take the Seattle-Detroit matchup.
Yeah.
As a baseball purist, Seattle is the only team never to have been to the World Series.
Yeah.
Ever in their history, so that'd be nice to see. On the other hand, I want to see Tarek Skubal on the big stage.
See that.
I want to see him pitch game 1, 4, and 7. Which with him is possible. So you gotta for in terms of revenue generation and interest to fans, you need a few big stars in the series from here on.
Fair enough. Thanks for covering the American League. Let's do the National League, the other side, right after this with Matt on baseball.
Hey Brian, what do you call a lobbyist with a sense of humor?
Me?
Close. Momentum advocacy.
We help clients get real results at the Capitol with strategy, relationships, and just enough charm to make it fun.
From policy wins to media spots, we've got your back.
Nonprofits, businesses, coalitions, we've helped them all.
And we do it with nearly 90 years of combined experience.
Momentum advocacy.
As always, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more about our team at momentum-advocacy.com.
If it's your turn to host a game, Grandpa's Barbecue suggests you try something different. Put out the perfect barbecue flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. Add it to your ribs, dip the meatballs, or drench your wings in the original flavor of Grandpa's Barbecue. It isn't too hot or spicy, fruity or smoky or whatever. Grandpa's Barbecue. Available in select stores and online at grandpasbarbecueshop.com.
to know a guy that knows a guy. Al Travis.
I got him mad on baseball. We'll talk the National League now. Going through the series, Dodgers obviously had no problems with the Reds, right? I mean, that wasn't even worth time turning on.
No. It was. I expected a little more, but that was Dodgers are a powerhouse team, so not a surprise.
So the Dodgers come into the Phillies, who had the bye, and I honestly thought this would be a decent matchup. And I don't know if you must have caught it last night that the pitcher, Carrington or whatever his name is, duffs the ball in front of him, little thing, got excited, catcher wanted him to throw to first, Louis throwing it, and he throws it over his head, and everyone's going to remember that. And this Phillies kids, Philly fans are so nice, and they're known to send flowers. He probably has to move out of state. And in reality, the Phillies didn't do anything this whole series. They had no bats. They didn't do anything. This shouldn't have been a 2-1 get in extra innings game to begin with. They put that kid there, and everybody's going to remember the kid. Am I wrong? It's a team sport.
It's like the Bill Buckner, letting the ball go between his legs back in 1986. Yeah, I feel sorry for him because he's really good. He's going to have a good career. He made one mental mistake, and it cost the Phillies the game. Yeah, I think that series, for me, that should have been the American League Championship. National League Championship Series. They are the two best teams in the National League, in my opinion. You're right. I mean, the Phillies, this was their chance because their big stars are moving into their 30s. They don't have a lot of shots left. Schwarber is a free agent at the end of the season, along with a couple of other players. Schwarber started hitting a little bit later in the playoffs, but not enough. And Bryce Harper, I don't think really showed up, which he's not really a big-time player. So, I feel sorry for that pitcher. It was one moment. You got to admire the Phillies and the manager who are really supporting him. They know it's about an entire season getting to that moment. It's not that one.
Well, it's just that could happen in a lot of places. I'd use Minnesota. We'd be mad, and it'd be okay. It's just another one of these. Philly fans are different. These people have memory. He might need to get traded right now to go to some place to enjoy baseball again because they won't forget.
Yes.
So the Dodgers move on. I'm not opposed to that. I actually like watching Ohtani. I want to watch him. I'm okay with that win. Go on the other side of that. It was the Cubs and the Padres, and the Cubs obviously beat San Diego. Of the upsets, I would have thought the Padres could have won that, but didn't end up doing that. Your thoughts on that match?
Yeah, I think so. I think Padres were a good matchup with the Cubs. I think that's really good offense. The problem is they have really good pitchers who didn't perform this year, guys like Michael King, who were injured for a while. And so I think if their pitchers were pitching as they're capable of, they could have won that series. But look, the Cubs have some real star power too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So they end up moving forward, a 4 seed going against the Brewers, who had the bye. The Brewers, to me, are the very epitome of the Blue Jays on the other side. They were the best team on that side all year long. You can argue it. Look at the record. They were it. So they got the bye. They're up against the Cubs. And to be quite honest, the Cubs are giving them a round. It's 2-2. They're going to have a deciding game tomorrow. This was an exciting, and what I like about it, Matt, it's Cubs and Brewers. Literally, if you're a fan, could go to all the games back and forth. It's not a big drive. It's like you could literally do that. You tell me that both those cities aren't shut down for the game tomorrow night. If you want to go through Chicago ever, go tomorrow because there'll be no one on the roads.
Yeah, that's right. And either team could win. It's interesting. This is similar to what we were talking about earlier. You've got the Chicago Cubs. Most baseball fans, even sort of occasional fans, could name a couple of Cubs players. Probably can't name one Brewers player, right?
No, absolutely not. So this isn't getting a lot of national attention other than, those that watch, but I get it. That's just one region. But I think the Brewers come out of that, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I do. I think they're very well balanced across the board. They do everything well. I think I'm rooting for them. They're another team. They've never won the World Series, right? Yeah. So it would be fun to see them play. But is that good for baseball as a whole? It's good for Brewers fans for sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure it generates the same level of excitement of a Cubs Cubs moving on just because they've got some star power there.
All right. So you're picking who then? Did you just talk like a politician? Give me a win.
My heart says Milwaukee.
Okay. So it's
That's who I
Milwaukee
want to
and
see advance.
Milwaukee and the Dodgers to me would be a great matchup. The number one team, like I say, I think Milwaukee is that, but the Dodgers have all the power in the world and all the money they've spent. That'll be a good series to watch. I guess we'll be really close to getting you back on by then. So who comes out of that? Dodgers or Brewers?
Look, I mean, I think as much as I hate to say it, Dodgers. I just think they're too deep. I want to see the Brewers go on if they get out of the current series. But look, as an example of what the Dodgers are doing, I mean, they're about 3 deep in every position. The one weakness this whole season was their bullpen, right? They had I think 27 blown saves this year. Unbelievable. But they have so many starting pitchers, a number of whom were on the injured list who are now healthy, who are coming in from the bullpen. So you've got this Japanese phenom, Roki Sasaki, who's now their closer. He pitched three shutout innings last night. So how do you compete with that ultimately?
All right, so then you're looking at Dodgers, Blue Jays in the series. We'll have you on by the time we get there. Everyone would have to be rooting for the Blue Jays, don't they then? Because it's that, I guess, smaller market town compared to L.A., but that's kind of the best scenario for the Major League Baseball to get those two in there, right?
Yeah, I think so. And I think ultimately, as much as I hate to say it, I think the Dodgers are going to repeat. That hasn't been done in, 25 years since the Yankees did it last? But I just think they're too deep across the board.
Yeah. And can they hold on to that? I mean, I get it, the money, but any of those players out of contract that will be leaving anywhere, we're looking for almost everybody in every position in Minnesota, so we could be shopping. Oh, don't laugh at me.
I'm trying to think if there are any prominent free agents. They've just picked up a whole bunch of free agents. So nobody occurs to me as somebody who's leaving right away.
So where do you sit when it comes to this time of the year? You start out the season, you're thinking the Atlanta Braves are all that and then some, and they don't make it. My Twins obviously gave up everything, and we were out obviously maybe for years. How does that help you sit through this? Do you sit there saying, man, if we had made it to this spot, we would have taken those guys? You know what I'm saying? Are you playing the what-if game because of what happened to the Braves this year?
No, not really. I mean, for me, hope lives eternal, and the offseason, whereas the month of November would be kind of depressing because there's no baseball.
Yeah.
But every day I read about the hot stove, the trades that are happening. And always in the offseason, there's something that the Braves need to, to fill, a hole they need to fill. This year, it's the manager and a couple of other positions. So I'm hopeful that we have so much talent and we just underperformed and we're injured that we'll be in the mix again next year.
Okay. One last topic I've been asking everybody, evidently starting next year, is the robocall box that's going to tell you whether it's strikes or balls. Not using, as I understand, not using it for every play. You can just say, hey, I want to check that, and it's a replay thing. Your thoughts on it as a purist in baseball?
No, I hate it. I think
there you go.
No, I think let the umps call it. They're going to miss some calls. And if you want to shorten baseball, which the rules the last couple of years have done, this is not going to shorten baseball, right? You're going to have to wait for the pitch. Yeah, I don't like it.
If you're going to do it, it's set up. Then why not let it do it every pitch? Now we'll speed up the game. Boom, strike, green light goes on. Boom, foul. It's a red light, whatever. Now the ump is just there watching to see if you make it home safe or not, if it's a fair ball or not. If you're going to do it all in. This idea that we're going to have people able to call timeouts and when's the right time, it's not going to help.
Absolutely, 100% agree with that. Yeah.
Wow, all right then. Hey, let's do this. Let's get you back here in 2 weeks, and we'll wrap up this World Series. Fair enough?
Yeah, we'll talk about the Blue Jays Dodgers and how that's going.
All right. Appreciate you, Matt.
All right, great to be here.
He's Matt on baseball on the Al Travis Show.
Braver Angels Minnesota is part of a